Hey again, it's still Friday and things are looking up. Things are much better. I just left the bread store. You can see the bags picking up in the bag. I have bought so much crap. Oh my word. They remodeled the bread store. They've got it all turned around in there and it looks so charming and almost elegant, and I think it prompted me to buy a bunch of stuff. My God, I got an entire cart full of stuff. Now, mind you, it's not a giant cart, but still, I got a whole cart full of stuff for $54.62 or something thereabouts. Less than $55. Like, I couldn't believe it. It's crazy the amount of stuff I got. Crazy. So, we're going to do a show and tell with the items. I'm going to give away a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of it is stuff I don't like and my kids don't like, but Glenda the Good Witch and his kids might like them. So he's got three teenage boys, and if you've ever had to feed a teenage boy, I mean, it's like feeding a goat. Like, damn, you can just feed them anything. They'll eat it and they'll be hungry again in 10 minutes. They just, you know, I love that turn signal. Dust it off and use it sometime. Freaking people. So anyway, I was working over at Glenda the Good Witch's house. I got all the major work done. I didn't get everything done, but I got the most important stuff done. Thank goodness. Getting my computer and the 2 screens and everything set up took me a bit, but it was worth it because I had internet and I could, you know, do my work. So that's good. So I got the important stuff done. I still have some stuff that I need to do, but I don't have to do it today, and I might just do it Monday. I'm not worried about it. But I was over there working, and at about 12:30, I got a call from the North State communications guy, and he said, I'm on the way to your house. I'll be there in about 20 minutes. So I wrapped up and just kind of got to a stopping point, went to the house, and met him out there. And it's weird because the siding people at first were like, yeah, we cut your cable, sorry about that. But then all of a sudden, they developed amnesia or rewrote history or something because, well, when they came back yesterday, they were just like, well, we don't think that what we cut had anything to do with your internet. And if you're having problems with your internet, it wasn't anything we did. So I'm sitting there like, well, when the North State guy gets here, we'll find out one way or another, won't we? So we'll know if you did anything or not. In the meantime, I will reserve judgment, and if I was wrong, I apologize. Hey, if y'all didn't damage it, which I believe you did, because that is the internet cable big as hell that y'all cut in half. We don't think that had anything to do with your internet. Well, when the North State person gets here, we'll see. So anyway, he got out to my house a little bit before 1 and came out, and he looked around in the house and he checked the router and the doodahs and the equipment and the thingies. I'm not a technical person. I just know when something's busted. Like, it's busted. Will you come fix it? I don't care to hear the details. I don't give a shit how it works. I just want you to make it not be busted anymore. Can you fix it? I don't care. With all due respect, good man, I don't care, good sir. Just fix it. He came in and he said, let me go check, make sure just confirm there's no problem upstairs with because the rotor and the modem are upstairs. So he went up there. He said, yep, nothing wrong here. It's not in here. The problem is not in here. It's not getting any juice. So he said, I'm going to go around back and take a look. He was back there for about a minute, and he came back like, yeah, they destroyed that cable. Not only that, they destroyed the box. Like, the whole damn thing. He said the whole thing's going to have to be replaced. Like, it's just screwed. It's going to have to be replaced. So he said, yeah, they demolished it. That was his words. He said they demolished it completely. If they had just called us, we could have come out, you know. And what he said, according to him, he said they saw that cable before they cut it. Because he said where it was and seeing where it was cut, I don't see how they missed it. I almost think they did it on purpose. And the box is screwed up. So I have to get a new little Yeah, he said they basically just ripped it off the side of the house. And it's just like hanging off the side of the house. So he was out there for about an hour and a half and talked to the siding guys. And the siding guys tried to blame it on North State. He said, well, where you put the cable, we had, you know, we couldn't help but cut it. He's like, no. He said, did you see the cable before it was cut? Yeah, we saw it. We knew it was there. He said, well, if you were concerned about it, all you had to do was call us and we would have come out and assisted you. So it wouldn't have been cut. There was no reason for you to do that. For this lady to be out of cable, you know, or to have no internet ever since Wednesday afternoon, that didn't have to happen. Anyway. So I contacted the company. I sent the contact person at the company, not the contractors, the company. I sent the person at the company an email. I have confirmed with North State that your contract guys, and this is his words, destroyed the cable and the box. And I have been through a lot of trouble. This has been a nightmare. And the guy sends back this very wormy, smarmy response. Like, this guy should have been a politician. He answered me, but didn't answer me. He said lots of words, but he didn't really answer me. I got no real answer to anything I brought up. He answered me like a politician would answer a question they don't want to answer. Yeah, so I'm not happy at all. But anyway, the North State guy was able to get my internet. He got the cable. He replaced the cable and the box. He actually moved the box. It's not going to be in the same location anymore. He has moved it down onto the brick foundation, so the siding guys should not have to mess with it. And he talked to them about just leave the cable sticking out of the siding, and when you're done installing it, you know, call me and I will come back and we'll basically just get that wire back up in there. We will do that. The siding people don't have to do that. We will come out and do that. And he said they won't charge me anything extra to come out and do that. Oh, but there's a nice hefty charge for what they did today. And I know where that bill's going. I damn sure ain't paying it. So, I'm going to take it out of somebody's ass. So, anyway. But, for now anyway, yeah, it sucks. I'm going to get all that sorted out. But for now, I'm at Goodwill. But for now, I got my internet back up. So, I've got my desktop computer and my monitors and all of my equipment, my keyboard, everything in my trunk, and all of my stuff from the bread store. I got all that stuff in here, and I'm going to be taking that all back home. I got to set my computer back up. But I have internet again at home, thank goodness. So that is wonderful, wonderful. And oh, I was going to show it to you. I have a coconut pie back there. They had homemade coconut pies at the bread store. They were a little pricey though. They were $9 each. But I got one for my dad because I'm going to be seeing my dad in the morning. He's going on the Triad Honor Flight later this month, and I'm going with him. I'm going to be his guardian on the flight, which is awesome. I'm so excited. So we have to go to the pre-flight meeting. There's a mandatory meeting tomorrow, and we're going to go to that. And I'm going to be seeing him, so I'm going to take him that pie. So I'm going to do a show and tell video tonight, showing you all the stuff I bought, and then I'm going to do another video where I lay stuff out on the table, because I really enjoyed doing that, and I think a lot of other people liked it. The little treats, the little snack cakes and things. So I'm going to do a video later. I probably won't be this weekend. Well, it might be this weekend. Might be able to do it. Well, I'm going to be gone most of the day Saturday. Maybe Sunday I can do it. So, but I'm not a big snack cake kind of person. You know, like Little Debbie cakes and ding-dongs and ho-hos. I don't really like stuff like that. I don't. My dad had a friend. I probably told you the story, but my dad had this good friend that he would go visit from time to time. And he used to be a truck driver. And he drove a semi-truck delivering furniture for this furniture company. And he would go all over the place. And sometimes he didn't live too far away. I think my dad used to work with him or something. I'm not sure how they knew each other, but we would go visit him, and he had this big woodworking shop, and if my dad wanted to do any woodworking, he would go over there to do it. Well, anyway, sometimes I would go with him over there, And sometimes I would go into the house. This is the place where he painted my Barbie, built and painted my Barbie house that he gave me, my favorite Christmas present ever. He made like a homemade townhouse, like a 3-story townhouse with an elevator. He put a lot of work into it. I liked it better than the real thing. It was cooler than the actual Barbie townhouse. And it was bigger too. It was larger and it was cooler. It even had real linoleum on the floors. It was awesome. Anyway, this has to do with snack cakes, I promise. So we would go over there, and his wife's name was Katie. And so Katie was a very nice lady. She was your typical 70s middle-aged woman, you know, like, you know, she smoked basically nonstop. She always had a perm in her hair, and it was always teased up and sprayed, kind of like, you know, let's talk about in Steel Magnolias, the brown football helmet. Her hair was like that, only, you know, it was big, like big hair, and she was always smoking, you know. And she collected these dolls. I'll never forget these dolls. She had these dolls, D-O-L-L-S, dolls. And these dolls were the tackiest things. God bless her. Bless her heart. They were the tackiest damn dolls you ever saw. Okay, so you have like just a baby doll. Well, it's like a, not like a baby doll, but like a doll. And it had these big, fluffy, knitted dresses that were big and full. And it would have on a big, floofy matching hat. And they were all different colors. Might be blue and white, or pink and white, or purple. The dresses were always different colors. She had those damn dolls all over the house. They lived in this little single-wide trailer. And these dolls would be about this tall, and then they have these big-ass dresses. And she had shelves put up in the living room. She had these freaking dolls were just everywhere. There's no telling what she spent on those dolls. I don't know if she made the dresses herself. I don't know. But anyway, I would get sent in there, like if they wanted to discuss something they didn't want me to hear or whatever. Or if I was just getting on their nerves, they would send me inside. So I would go into the house, and Katie was usually there. And I remember she was always watching Wheel of Fortune. She loved Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And I'll go in there, and I would sit with her and watch Wheel of Fortune or whatever. She didn't like Jeopardy. She turned that off. She said it made her feel stupid. So, but she always had these Little Debbie cakes. And on top of the refrigerator, there'd just be tons of boxes of Little Debbie cakes. Just all the flavors. Now, I don't really like Little Debbie cakes. But I'll go in there, and she'd say, Mary, get you a snack. Oh, no, ma'am, I'm all right. Get you a snack. I'm all right. Get a snack. It's like it hurt her feelings. Like if I didn't get a snack, it's like it hurt her feelings. So I'd have to go in there, and I couldn't reach up to the thing. So she would just reach up there and grab whatever, and she'd just grab a random box and give me a Little Debbie cake. And it seemed like she always managed to grab the one that had those little cakes with the raisins in them. They were like little flies, you know, and it had like cream in it. And it was like a cookie, kind of soft with raisins on top. I hate those things. I hate them. Oh, I hate them so much. And so here you go. And she'd give me one of those, and I'd have to eat it. Like, thank you. I'd say thank you, and I would eat it, and I just hate them. But I was so shy. Like, I was so shy. I just could not ask anybody to do anything because I didn't want to put anybody out. Like, I don't want to bother you. You know, I didn't have the confidence to say, you know, may I please have one of those Nutty Buddies over there? Or may I please have one of the oatmeal cream cookies? You know, something that I kind of like. I really like the Little Debbie fig bars, but I can't find them anywhere. So she always grabbed the damn raisin pies. The little raisin, nasty. Nasty. Every time she would grab that, I'd see all the boxes like, please get some. Oh, damn. Please get something else. Shoot. And I did not have, like, I just could not. And I've learned to speak up. As I've gotten older, I've learned to actually speak up and say, you know, just speak up. Say something. But when I was little, I couldn't do it. Lord, I couldn't do it. If the teacher called on me in class, I hated having to talk in class, which is awful. I hated it. Anytime I had to get up and talk in class, I just wanted to die. So whenever I see these little snack cakes like the ones I've got here, I think about Katie and those damn raisin sandwich pie things. And it's nasty. Who voluntarily eats those things? I don't know. So anyway, I would eat my pie and my little sandwich thing. And I'd sit there and watch Wheel of Fortune, and then I'd come out smelling like cigarettes, and we'd go home. It was all right, though, because my dad smoked, too, so I always smelled like cigarettes. Most of us kids back in the a lot of us kids in the 70s and 80s smelled like cigarettes. We didn't notice, because it was common. Hell, so many people smoked back then. My dad was a smoker for many years. You won't find a picture of him back in the 70s or up to 85 was when he had his bad heart attack and he quit. Any picture of him before about 1985, he's got a cigarette in his hand. Pretty much every picture, he's got a cigarette in his hand. Or there's one in an ashtray nearby. He was always smoking. So, yeah, I'm excited. I got my internet back. Oh, the weirdest thing, I was going to tell you about this. So, when I was leaving I had to leave Glenda the Goodwich's house at about 12:30-ish. To go over to my house to meet the North State Communications guy. And when I came out, his porch was covered in these little winged ants. Well, you know, and I've seen them before. I remember when I was growing up, every year about this time, they would come out on the steps in front of the house where I grew up, and they would fly away. And I would sit out there and just watch them fly away. I just thought it was cool. It was like watching a long dandelion getting blown away, because they just, and they just fly off, you know. Little winged ants. And so I texted him. I sent him some pictures of them. They were everywhere. There were hundreds of them. And I didn't have anything. I didn't know what to do about it. And he said, oh my God, you know, that's awful. What is going on? So I said, well, I've got some ant spray at the house. I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to blast these little bastards. We're going to get rid of them. If you don't like killing bugs, I'm sorry, but they're dead now. Well, by the time I got back, most of them were gone. They had taken off. Because I was at my house for over an hour. But there were still a few left, and I had a can of spray. I don't remember why I had it. I think I had an ant infestation or something. Something happened. Anyway, I knew I had a can of spray that would work. And I said, I'm going to take my can of spray over there. And he said, thank you, please do. Spray them. And I had this can of spray, and my older son would always pick at me. He said, say the name of that can of spray. I said, I don't want to. He said, say it. I want to hear it. Ant, roach, and spider spray. He laughs every time I say any of those words. Ant, roach, and spider. So I took the ant, roach, and spider spray, and I blasted them into oblivion when I got back to his house. It's windy out there, God. It's awful. The wind is just whipping all of a sudden. So I sprayed them, and then I went inside, and I finished my work, and then I shut my computer down and took it all apart and got it back in the car. And then I went to the bread store, and now I'm at Goodwill, and I'm just going to go in there for a minute, and then I'm going to go home and get everything set up. The siding people are still there hammering and banging and sawing, and I'm honestly not eager to get back to it because it's loud and I can't concentrate and it stresses me out, and I don't like it. But I got to go back because I'm going to go back and I'm going to get ready in a little bit and go out and mow the yard because it desperately needs it, and I'm going to just get it done. But I'm kind of glad it's going to be chilly tomorrow because I have this hoodie and I wanted a chance to wear it. And I'm a Seabee daughter, S-E-A-B-E-E. My dad was a Seabee in the Navy. And when he was in Vietnam, he was a Seabee. He went over there, it's Seabee, Construction Battalion. And I found a cool hoodie online, and it has the Seabee logo on the back and like the American flag, and it says Seabee daughter on the back. And it's going to be cool enough tomorrow that I can wear it to this pre-flight meeting. So I'm really hyped about that because they're going to have special shirts for us to wear the day of the flight. And all the Guardians have to wear the same shirt, like a t-shirt with the stuff on it. And so we can easily identify one another. We're going to have the same shirt on. And then the veterans are going to they have a shirt that they're going to wear. And they also get a jacket. They get a Triad Honor Flight jacket too. It's really cool. So I'm going to be meeting him there tomorrow for the meeting. And I'm going to take him that pie. And, yeah, so talking about bugs. I'm going to get out in a minute for real. I am. But see, I can upload this when I get home, so that's awesome. Talking about bugs. I thought about bugs. yesterday there was a spider. There was a wolf spider in my kitchen. And my younger son wanted to catch it because he's talking about he wants a pet spider. He's been playing that game Grounded on Xbox games or whatever. And he has become fascinated with spiders. And he wants a pet spider. And he said, can we go to the pet store and get a wolf spider? I said, I don't believe you can get a wolf spider at the pet store. I mean, unless it's, I don't know. I doubt it, though. I said, you could probably go in the backyard and catch one if you were patient. You'd probably find one. Well, there was one in my kitchen yesterday, but then it disappeared, and I don't know where it went. So I didn't tell him about it. But I got to thinking about it. When I was a kid, one of my jobs was I was my mother's designated bug killer. If there was a spider in the house or a wasp or a yellow jacket, it was my job to kill it. I had to kill it. And she, Mary, there's a wasp in here. Come kill it. Mary, Lord, it's a big one. Get in here and kill it. I can't find anything to kill it with. Use your shoe. I don't want to get that damn close to it. I didn't say damn because I couldn't cuss. My mom would have smacked my mouth, but I'm thinking it. You know, I'm not getting close enough to use my shoe on that thing. Could never find a fly swatter when you needed it. But it was funny because my mother's philosophy on bugs, especially spiders, she hates spiders. Her thing about spiders was, it's all right as long as it's out of my house, but if it comes in my house, it's dead meat. I'm going to kill it. Don't come in here. Well, she would have me kill it. I'd have to roll up a magazine or a newspaper or something and kill it. And make sure it's dead. Kill it. Oh, all those legs. I hate all those legs. Ugh, and she'd be doing this right here. All the legs. Ooh, kill it, kill it. Well, now, somewhere along the way, she became this born-again spider rescuer or something. She kind of reminds me of people, you know, some people when they quit smoking, all of a sudden get all sanctimonious about it. And they might have just quit smoking 2 seconds ago, but if you're still a smoker, they're going to look down their nose at you. Yeah, she's like that now about spiders. See, I don't kill spiders. When they're in my house, I scoop them up and I put them outside. And like, when did you start doing that? Why couldn't you have done that when I was a kid and I wouldn't have had to kill them all? I mean, like, I didn't want to get near them either. Dang it, I don't kill spiders. Like, the hell you don't? Well, I guess technically you don't. You had me do it. I killed dozens of spiders for you. Never mind all the wasps and hornets and moths and various critters that get in the house and you make me kill them. I don't kill spiders. I scoop them up in a cup and I put them outside. What the hell? You never did that when I was a kid. You were just all about kill it, kill it, kill it. When did you have this change of heart about spiders? You hate spiders. She loves them now. Anybody that kills a spider, well, they shouldn't do that. Spiders are good for the environment. Like, okay, I don't know who you are, but you have replaced my mother. You're like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something, because that's not my mom. That's not the mama I knew growing up. You hated them things. Kill it, kill it. I don't kill spiders. You shouldn't do that. My mother and I have a complicated relationship. I've talked about it a little bit. It's not a coincidence that a lot of my characters have issues with their mothers. Yeah, it's not, because my relationship with my mom is complicated. It doesn't help any that she has Alzheimer's and it has completely changed her personality. That has not helped matters at all. So Harley over there that desperately wants you to look at it. There are bushes in the way. I can't see it. Anyway. Okay. Go away. So I had to block my mother on Facebook. I had to block her and unfriend her because she kept posting random hateful stuff, you know, like tagging me and just saying weird, mean things to me. And I finally just had to block her and unfriend her. It got so bad. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but somebody needs to take away your internet access or just give you like read only or something. Like, you need to stop. But one of the things she posted on there, I had posted a picture of my house. And she said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Did you kill all the dandelions in your yard? Do you know honeybees need those to live? Do you realize you were helping kill honeybees with your yard? And she posts this screed about the fact that I had no dandelions in my yard. Like, huh? So I don't, she finds these weird things to get mad about, but that's part of Alzheimer's, is that they will focus, and it may not make any sense, but they will focus on things and they just won't let it go. They will just go on and on and on about just random little things. It's like, what? So that was one of the posts I had to delete. Like, I don't even know what you're doing, but why are you yelling at me because I have no dandelions in my yard? I'm killing the honeybees now. That's awesome. Well, Buffalo Bill next door will more than make up for it. He hasn't mowed his yard yet this year. Last year, I think he mowed it a grand total of 3 times all year. And the grass is like knee-high already. The grass in his yard is awful, and it's full of dandelions. So if she were still my Facebook friend, I would just take a picture of his yard and tell her it was mine, and then maybe she would love me. No, then probably she'd look at it and go, you need to mow your yard. That looks terrible. Why are you so lazy? You got time to do it. You work from home. You got plenty of time to do it. What else are you doing? Because that's just how my mom talks to me. It's a little more obvious now that the Alzheimer's has taken the filter off of her mouth, and she just says whatever comes to mind. And she has said some really horrible things to me, and I really don't ever communicate with her anymore. It just got to be too toxic, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So anyway, yeah, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent about that, but it's just funny to see people change their minds about spiders and stuff. But no, spiders are fine. My opinion though, if you get in my house, I'm not scooping you up. I'm probably just going to step on you, scoop you up, put you in the trash, and go on about my day. If that makes me a bad person, then I guess I'm a bad person, but that's just what I do. I'm going to spray you with something or kill you, and if you don't like it, get the hell out of my house. I don't have time for that. And I'm not scooping it up in a cup. No, I'm just not going to do it. Fortunately, I don't really have a lot of spiders or bugs in my house, so it's a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to go into Goodwill because it's getting hot in here. I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm going to go home, get my computer set back up, and enjoy my internet. Yay! Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.